This is my sustainable house project. It has 11 different features to make it sustainable. Firstly, we have a segregated bin system, so 3 different types of bins for 3 different types of waste: recyclable, general, and organic. This is sustainable as it reduces the amount of waste that goes to landfill, as a one-bin approach treats all the waste the same, puts it in the same rubbish truck, and basically usually just sends it to the landfill. Despite the fact that around 2/3 of the waste could have been saved from a landfill and actually put to a good use. A 3-bin approach prevents this from occurring as it segregates the waste into 3 categories. Organic can be turned into compost and recyclable can be recycled. This only leaves general to be sent to landfill, but even then it can also be treated. This means that most waste is used for other purposes and instead of being sent to landfill, and this reduces the harm caused to local ecosystems and water bodies. Now we have an outdoor farming and vegetable terrace. Here you could grow your own produce, which means you'll purchase and rely less on fruit and vegetables from the supermarket, which is often flown from overseas. This practice releases lots of emissions, contributing to global warming. Purchasing less from the supermarket will result in an overall lower demand and amount of flights, which means there'll be less carbon emissions, which will help in the fight against global warming. Here, the walls of this house are insulated with hay. This is sustainable as it reduces the amount of heat that escapes and keeps it inside of the house. This reduces the amount of energy used for heating and cooling the home. This in turn reduces the amount of pollutants used to produce this energy, because if there's less energy being produced, then there'll be less emissions from the production of that energy. And this overall will lower the amount of greenhouse gases released and will, if you have many houses on a wide scale, it will reduce the effects of global warming a lot. Here, most houses in this property have dual or triple glazed windows. This consists of 2 panels separated by a vacuum. This is sustainable as it improves the insulation of the home, saving energy, which in turn reduces carbon emissions and pollutants released as less energy is produced, therefore less emissions are produced. Now here we have a rainwater drain or runoff drain. So water comes down from this roof into here. This is sustainable as the water can be used for multiple purposes, such as heating or watering the garden or that veggie patch there, and potentially even for drinking water if it's filtered and purified. This reduces the amount of water that we use, which helps to preserve our water supplies, and also reduces our reliance on pipes. Now here we have a very unique feature, grass on the roof. So this is sustainable as it insulates the home further, resulting in even less emissions, as less energy needs to be produced. Furthermore, the grass will take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, which improves air quality and also reduces the amount of carbon emissions on a local scale. But on like a wide scale, if all the houses in a community were like this, the air would be very pure and there'd be a very low amount of greenhouse gases released. It also promotes biodiversity. So essentially, if you have the grass here, it serves as food and shelter for many insects like beetles and worms, and that in turn will also feed like birds and stuff. So it increases the amount of wildlife in the area. Here on top of the house, we have solar panels. This is sustainable as it produces renewable energy for the house and doesn't release any carbon emissions. This reduces our reliance and the amount of energy produced for the house from non-renewable sources, which in turn reduces the amount of carbon dioxide produced to power in the creation of energy for the home. So here, so less reliance on non-renewables, and it's much better. And it also saves money. Okay, here we have, throughout the house there are lots of windows. This allows a lot of natural light to seep in and light the house up. This in turn reduces the amount of lights that need to be on in order to light up the house, which encourages residents to and does reduce energy usage and therefore reduces emissions as less energy is produced to power the house. Here we have a composter. This prevents organic waste from going to landfill and therefore reduces that amount of waste in landfill, which results in less damage to the surrounding ecosystems and water systems. Furthermore, it creates compost, which can be used to grow your own fruits and vegetables, like over there and even here. Now, and also, once again, reduces the amount of fruit flown in. And it also improves the soil quality, which causes plants to be healthier and improves their ability to take in carbon dioxide. So, on the grass roof, it'll take in more as well. A sprinkler system that turns on before dawn and after sunset. This is sustainable as it reduces water usage and waste. During the day, water released from the sprinkler is often evaporated and wasted due to the heat. By turning it on before it gets hot, virtually no water is wasted, which helps to preserve our water supplies and does not waste that water, because we're not only going to be using that water for sprinklers. Moving inside, and the final feature is flooring made of birch from a responsibly managed forest. This is sustainable because it is sourced in a way that doesn't cause a risk of deforestation. This is because the area it's sourced from regulates the amount of trees cut down to ensure that the forest is not cut down fully. Furthermore, birch has a long lifespan and is very durable, which means you'll have to replace the flooring less in the future. And also, it grows and reproduces very fast. So the practice of obtaining birch isn't as bad for the other birch as other woods. Okay, now for a tour of the house, we have bedroom 1, a storage room in here, a kitchen, a dining room, the kitchen again, a bar area, a study area, a television/living room area, and moving up, we have an outdoor terrace. This can be used for storage of the produce. Bedroom 2 here, and I think this is the second largest. Bedroom 3. There, and the master bedroom here. This is my sustainable house project. Thank you for watching.